A storm is brewing in Los Angeles, and all signs point to something massive on the horizon. This isn't just another update, it's the kind of moment that feels like the calm before a breakthrough, with insiders hinting at a move or development that could completely alter the course of the season. Fans are buzzing with anticipation, rivals are bracing for impact, and the stakes couldn't be higher as the team stands on the edge of history. What exactly is about to happen? How will it reshape the future? And why does it have everyone talking right now? Stay tuned, because this isn't hype, it's the verge of something huge that could change everything. The Dodgers are on the verge of something absolutely massive, and the entire baseball world is buzzing about what could be coming next for this team. This is not just about one game, one series, or even one season. What we're talking about is the possibility of the Dodgers stepping into an entirely new era, an era that could reshape how people see this franchise for decades to come. And if you've been following baseball closely, you know exactly why people can't stop talking about Los Angeles right now. The Dodgers are already one of the most successful and iconic franchises in Major League Baseball history, but the way this team has been building, the decisions being made behind the scenes, the moves on the field, and the way management has positioned this roster all point to the fact that something bigger is brewing, something that could completely shift the balance of power not just in the National League, but across the entire sport. Before we dive in deep, make sure you smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our breaking Dodgers updates. You don't want to miss what's coming. Now, let's talk about where things stand right now. The Dodgers have already been one of the most consistent teams in baseball over the last decade plus. Year after year, they've been in contention, they've won division titles, they've reached the postseason, and they brought home a World Series championship in 2020. But for a team with the resources, the talent, and the ambition of the Dodgers, that one championship isn't enough. They've built a roster and a culture that is designed not just for winning, but for dominating. And that's where the conversation about what's next becomes so fascinating. Because this offseason, and even right now in the middle of this season, the Dodgers have been linked to massive decisions that could take them to the next level. Think about it for a second. This team already has Shohei Ohtani, the biggest global superstar in the game, a once-in-a-century talent who can hit at an elite level and pitch like an ace when healthy. Just that alone would make the Dodgers must-watch every single night. But Ohtani is only the beginning. Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Will Smith, and a host of young talent have created a core that is as good as any in baseball. And yet, even with that incredible core, the Dodgers are not sitting still. They are aggressively looking for ways to add more, to strengthen weaknesses, to stay ahead of the competition, and to build something that could truly be remembered as one of the greatest dynasties in modern baseball history. Now, what exactly is this huge thing the Dodgers are on the verge of? Well, depending on how you look at it, there are multiple layers to this story. On one hand, you've got the trade market and the Dodgers being constantly connected to superstar pitchers, frontline starters, and high-impact arms that could solidify their rotation. On another hand, you've got young prospects developing at such a rapid pace that the Dodgers might soon unleash another wave of talent that rivals the best farm systems in baseball. And then there's the financial side of things, where Los Angeles continues to flex its muscle as one of the richest and most powerful franchises in the game, capable of pulling off moves other teams can only dream of. When you put all of this together, you get the sense that the Dodgers are about to do something that shakes the entire league. Let's take a closer look at the pitching situation, because that's one of the biggest keys to what could make this team historic. For years, the Dodgers have been known for developing and acquiring elite arms. From Clayton Kershaw's legendary career to the emergence of Walker Buehler, to the signings and trades that have brought in guys like Tyler Glasnow, Los Angeles has never been shy about making pitching the centerpiece of their identity. But here's the catch: in recent years, injuries have really tested their depth. Kershaw has battled health issues, Buehler has dealt with Tommy John, Glasnow has had his own history of injuries, and young arms like Dustin may have struggled to stay on the mound consistently. This is why the Dodgers are so determined to find solutions. Whether it's targeting a big name in a blockbuster trade or carefully managing their current rotation pieces, the front office knows that championship windows are often defined by pitching, and they are determined not to let that window slip away. Now add Shohei Ohtani back into the mix. Right now, Ohtani is focused purely on hitting, and he's still one of the most dangerous sluggers in the league. But once his pitching returns in 2025, the Dodgers could legitimately have the most unique weapon in the history of the sport. Imagine a lineup where Ohtani is blasting home runs in the middle of the order, and then on top of that, he's also taking the mound every fifth day as a dominant starter. Pair that with Glasnow, Buehler, Bobby Miller, and whoever else they bring in through trades or free agency, and suddenly you're looking at a rotation and a lineup that might just be unstoppable. This is why everyone says the Dodgers aren't just good right now, they're preparing for something truly massive in the near future. Of course, the Dodgers being on the verge of something huge isn't only about pitching. Their lineup is stacked with MVP-level talent. Mookie Betts has shown he can do it all, Freddie Freeman remains one of the best pure hitters in baseball, and Will Smith is cementing himself as one of the top catchers in the game. Add Ohtani's bat into that mix, and then sprinkle in younger guys like James Outman, Miguel Vargas, or whatever top prospect they decide to call up next, and you've got an offensive juggernaut that keeps opposing pitchers up at night. The balance of power in this lineup is ridiculous, and the scary part is that they're still looking to improve it. This isn't a team satisfied with good enough. This is a team that wants to be remembered as the best. Now you might be wondering, what's the endgame here? Why is this moment being described as the verge of something huge? Well, think about how the Dodgers operate. They've already invested in Ohtani, they've locked in their stars, and they've built a farm system that is churning out talent. The next step could be a trade or a signing that brings in yet another superstar, perhaps even a Cy Young level pitcher or another all-star bat. The Dodgers are one of the few teams in the league that can pull that off financially and still have enough depth to compete. And that's what makes them so dangerous. Other franchises might have to choose between contending now and building for the future. The Dodgers don't. They can do both at the same time. They've created a machine that constantly reloads without ever needing to rebuild. And it's not just about baseball strategy either. This is also about marketability, branding, and the Dodgers cementing themselves as the premier destination for talent. With Ohtani, they've already gone global. Japanese fans are tuning in, the international spotlight is brighter than ever, and Los Angeles has become the center of the baseball universe. That global pull allows them to generate more revenue, more sponsorship, and more power to make even bigger moves. When people say the Dodgers are on the verge of something huge, it's because they're not just thinking about winning games, they're thinking about becoming the face of baseball worldwide. The fan base can feel it too. Dodger Stadium has been electric, attendance has been through the roof, and the excitement around every single game is palpable. Fans know that they are witnessing something special, and that's why the hype around this team isn't just coming from analysts or insiders, it's coming from the stands, from the city, and from baseball fans across the globe. Everyone senses that the Dodgers are about to unleash something that could be talked about for generations. So what's next? Will it be a blockbuster trade at the deadline? Will it be a breakout from a young star that cements the Dodgers as unstoppable? Or will it be the long-awaited return of Ohtani to the mound that finally puts the finishing touch on this super team? Whatever it is, one thing is for sure: the Dodgers are not just playing for today, they're building something that could define the next decade of baseball. And as a fan, as someone who loves this game, you can't help but be excited about what's coming. This is going to be special, and you're going to want to be here for all of it. The Dodgers are on the verge of something huge, and when it happens, you're going to be able to say you saw it coming.